YouTubers. This is video number 8 of our 1982 Honda ATC 200. And she's probably looking a little bit better now than what she did on video 1. But once again, we're not finished. You can probably pick up the JB weld on that tank from here. So we'll give you a little once over now on what we've done. So I think the last video we installed the exhaust and done a bit of engine polishing, painting. All stock, pretty much bone stock. This one is just a little bit of touch-ups here and there. Touched up the starting cup, taped it off, touched up. There's not much light here. Let's see if I can't if I can get a light here. Got the stickers coming for the back fenders. Just put the oil in it. Like I say, I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself, but we done a starting cup. Polished the gear shifter on the last video. Installed the exhaust. I gotta make a some sort of a routing, like a 90-degree from the base hose to the connection on the base there, because it's a little bit too close to the exhaust pipe for my liking. This is CRF 230 exhaust, looks great, and we did do it the right way. Routed it and bended it and cut it. You see it in the last video. And new sleeve, new gasket, new squat gasket in the front there, donut gasket. And it looks, if I might say, it looks great. It's centered right. I did install a ball, just because that's a new taillight lens and a new taillight. I'm going to tell you what we just finished doing then. I had 2 taillights here. I had a casing, and I had another one that was totally broke out, but it was in great shape. That's all I had. But the socket now goes in there with a spring, and the ground is all one piece. I guess it's crimped from the factory. This piece slides down through it for your connection. And this is what I was working with on the old one. You're never going to get a connection on it. So, I painstakingly grinded it on each side, split the case, took the new cylinder out, bent up one side and the back of the new one, of the new used one, popped it through the case of this socket, we'll say, receptacle. And it's remarkable that you can still get some of the stuff for this machine, 82. You can still get the taillight lens, we'll say. I ordered 2 tank grommets today for underneath the tank, the rubber grommets. Yeah, installed the fenders, installed the axle. That was a job and a half. New chain, because as you know, this hub over here is welded, so I had to slide everything back out to the left, and the casing and the outer cover here was just dangling there. So I was in around that trying to work. I got some clips, original clips, and I got it probably a little bit too tight because it's a new chain, and you know how them tighteners are, or these chains are. You're gonna get some slop and cling, 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 cling when you're driving. So it's extra tight, but it will stretch. Like I said, the exhaust is pretty much centered as good as you're going to get it. This hub over now, I got it pretty much just stationary now until I find out if I'm going. The shaft is good, so I'm going to have to order a hub or get one off another machine. So yeah, turning out pretty good. Before the tail light was the seat cover. And if you guys know anything about these 82s, they had a metal, probably from 81 to 83, there was a metal seat pan. And boy, oh boy. Little tabs that holds the seat cover on. were pretty much trashed. This is the one that came off. There's little hooks that holds the seat cover on. And believe it or not, this is the one that came off the machine. I do have the original toolkit. So all that stuff makes a big difference when you're at this stuff. There you are. 41-year-old toolkit, never open. Found a factory strap. So saving up parts for years, it kind of pays off. You look through stuff and you find something that's no longer OEM factory issue. So the seat turned out good, but we did have a little bit of trouble with the front. I never painted on the bottom. We got all these clips on, so good as we're going to get. I couldn't, you can't prise up on them too much because you'll break them off. I did get most, but on around the seat. So I put some self-tapping screws there to reach the shallow, probably 1/4 of an inch. It's not going to affect nothing with the wear. And the tank is another story. That is a 1982 original to this machine, not to this machine, original 1982 tank. Got the stopper come yesterday. I couldn't really do anything with the stopper because there is a tank liner going in this one. Got the vinegar picked up today. Gonna do the soak flush. But if you see in the other video, I did have a 200M tank over there. You know, it'd just be a crime of the century, you know, to put that on here. So I sourced a 1982 tank. But the seller said it was for parts only, cannot be used. But that, my friends, is original. Original stickers. Except for about 5 or 6 holes in there that was already done over pre-welded with something. Looked like braze. So then, of course, you know what we ran into back here? Same thing. I ordered a petcock today. So that all got to be sanded and worked. And then touched up. That is a good looking tank. Somebody cut the stickers off, but you know, how particular can we get? We'd be at it forevermore. So yeah, we're coming right along here. Parts are coming. 2 handlebars with the black tips on them. Not original, but these are original, so I wanted to keep these. Even the little Teflon plugs are still in there. And these were one piece. Pretty much, they slides off. The 200M ones and the other ones bolt on top and the bottom. They come right off, but these got to come off. Grips got to come off. Electrical got to come off. The end caps got to come off. So we're going to make that work original. Got a front brake cable coming. Got all this freed up, all the mechanisms freed up from the inside out, all new bearings, front and rear. So we're going to gear up a front brake for now, and then see what's going on in the future. See how it's running. Let's get it all going good. That needs the original foot peg, brake lever. That had a bigger pad on it. It was different routing, different than 200M or 200 ES. So there she is, guys, coming together a little bit. Carburetor's all clean. Oil's in the engine. We got 150 pounds dry compression, dry engine. So on an ideal day, if I get that running and knock on wood, do another compression test, I'm thinking at least 160. Just right off the bench test pretty much. Maybe get another front tower. The back tires are going to be awful rough because there's no suspension on this whatsoever, not even in the front. They are what you call like concrete. Yeah, so there we are. You're probably looking at about $1,000 right there, though. Seat in that tank. Probably more. Time I gets the liner in and the seat cover and this little cap. But I'm thinking that is probably the thing that's going to set it off. Is that little cap. A lot of money for a little cap. But that's the way they were in 82. And that's the way we're going to put her back. As close as original as we can. For Uncle Elam. Great Uncle Elam. The veteran. So there we are. Handle line, front rack, rear rack, hitch. So boys, if you can, save them, don't scrap them. You know what I mean? Don't need to be pretty. Just want something now for the family, for the pass down next generations and stuff. And I got a couple of them old bikes kicking around, but it's nothing that I can just pull the cord on and take for a little ride. You know, when you feel like it. So that's going to be the one, I'd say. Thanks for watching, boys. We'll be back for video 9. Hopefully she'll be chugging away. I might go for a little ride. But there's a lot of work to do yet. So I'll probably get a video when we do the tank liner. And video on first startup. That'll probably be in the same video. So stay tuned, guys. Santa Claus is coming. Don't light your fireplace, because you don't want to burn his ass. Thanks for watching. Over and out.